Yeah, just proud of the guys for winning two tough games on the road. Obviously, South Florida didn't have Yetna and Durr. Was a big blow to them at the last minute, but we were proud just to get the win. We just wanted to come and beat Cincinnati, beat South Florida, and then give ourselves an opportunity to go into Houston on Sunday, having 2 wins this week already.
We'll take questions. We'll start with Danielle.
What are the most encouraging signs to you from these last, 6 wins that you can take into Sunday?
Well, Boogie's playing with a lot of confidence, and it's great to see. He's a weapon for us, and with him playing at a high level, that's been really good. We got to get our bigs to get on the next level when it comes to those guys rebounding. But moving into the game against Houston, we have momentum. We have a lot of momentum, and Landers, Boogie, Deandre playing at a high level. We just got to get DJ. We got to get Lester. We got to get Damian. We got to get the rest of the guys on the same page. Musa.
We'll go to Terry.
Hey, Coach, before the pause, you guys was really streaking. How close are you back to where you were before the pause?
You know what? We're really close. We are really close. We talked a lot over the break to really do some mental stuff because we needed more mental than physical stuff because we needed to get closer. We need to start understanding our defensive schemes better and what we really want to do on offense. And the guys are really looking – we're really close. We're really close right now to being where we want to be, and it's happening at the right time.
Jason?
Hey, Penny, do you have an update on Alex?
I do not have an update on Alex. We don't know if he's going to be able to play Sunday. We're hoping at least by the conference tournament. We'll get a first-round bye, which helps, and hopefully he'll be ready by then. It'd be great if he could go to Houston and play, but if he can't, then we'll see him again in the tournament as well.
Well, you mentioned the amount of confidence that you guys are playing with. I mean, do you see that even off the court? Like, I'm just wondering, like, even just on bus rides, on the plane, in the hotel and all that's, like, I'm guessing
there's a different type of like attitude that the players are walking around with. The swagger that they're walking around with is like, now we belong. It's taken us a long time to get to this point, man, because we've been pulling teeth all year to try to get to this point. And now there are no egos. They check the egos in at the door, and the guys are really rooting for one another, and they're really close. And, man, that's a dangerous sign for other teams because now that we're close, then we can accomplish anything that we want to accomplish.
One more question. What has it been tough to not look ahead to Houston? Has that been hard not to do?
It's very tough because we keep talking about Houston. We knew we had the game. Our game moved from Memphis to Houston, and we've been talking, but we never lost sight of South Florida because they were very capable. But, man, we've been really talking about Houston a lot because we didn't know if they were going to add the game to go to Houston and then come back to our place, and then there was a lot of talk. So we have been talking about Houston a lot, but even before the game even started, before South Florida's game.
Mark?
Yeah, Penny, I imagine when you were playing at Memphis State, there wasn't like bracketology, like there wasn't this constant daily whatever. I wondered now as a coach, as you're really going through it intensely, being on the bubble for the first time this year, how have you, I guess, dealt with that? How do you like it? Do you pay close attention to it? How have you handled it just as a coach who's going through it the first time?
Well, I would never blame anything on bracketology, because they have their numbers on how they do things. We had an opportunity in the beginning of the season to get some good wins, VCU, Western Kentucky, Auburn. We let all those go. Then we lost a game at home to Tulsa, even though Tulsa beat Houston at Tulsa. We have to fault ourselves for that, but as far as the bracket, I feel like we've gotten better every month. And now we're definitely an NCAA team. We got DeAndre Williams back, and he's fully informed. And we're playing as good as anybody in our conference and as well as anybody around the country. Defensively, offensively, we can get better, but we are an NCAA team now. So I would think that when I hear them talk about Duke or Kentucky before Kentucky lost his last game, or even before Duke lost his last game, they were saying how much better they're getting in Michigan State as the season goes. So if you judged us like that, then we've gotten much better than what we were when we were in South Dakota.
When you were playing, did you have like any idea where you guys were going to be seated until Selection Sunday? Like, what was it like for you as a player?
We were just trying to win as many games as we could. Anytime we got into a big game, a quad one game, we were just trying to win that game just to compete. We weren't even thinking about where we were going to be seated. We just knew we were going to be an NCAA team. And it didn't matter where we were seated. We just wanted to get in just so that we can make some noise.
Thanks.
We'll go two more. Terry,
Hey, Coach, in your little streak, what do you think you as a team are doing very well right now that's helping your cause in these winning these games?
I think defensively we're mixing it up. We're not staying stagnant and we're not giving them one look. We're giving them multiple looks, and it's kind of confusing the other team. That break that we had when the other teams were on pause and we had to miss those games, Cincinnati, Temple, SMU, I had a chance to put in my entire system. So now we can adjust. That's been the biggest thing. We can adjust in every situation. We can't get you this way. We got one way. We'll get you multiple ways. And offensively, we kind of know what we want to do now. We know where we want to be and what we want to do.
last question. Danielle.
What is your guys' schedule going to be from now until Sunday?
Well, we're off tomorrow from basketball. The guys got to go to class, obviously, in study hall. And then we're right back at it Thursday to put the game plan in. Friday, put the game plan in. Saturday, put the game plan in, and then travel to Houston and then have a shoot around that night. But the game plan for me has always been in for Houston. Houston is one of those teams that we were supposed to play back on Valentine's Day, and they've always been the bar. So I've been mentally ready to play Houston from day one.
Are you able to do anything differently now because it is, kind of the finale and you don't have a next game to be preparing for right after? You can really be hyper-focused?
Lay it all out on the line, Danielle. You really can. You can lay it all out on the line. You don't need any rest. You don't need to say, hey, we got to play another game in a couple days. Like I said, I have so much respect for Coach Sampson and how he runs his program. And, man, to get kids to play that hard for 40 minutes is phenomenal. So my mind has been racking around Houston, like I said, really pretty much since last year because they are the bar.